Alright, just put up a stream where I did very badly, and I have tanked my rating quite far. I'm going to try to get it back in this video. I've also was told on stream that I should really be using the dark interface, so I'm switching to that. Hopefully it is appreciated by and makes it more pleasant to watch. I was told it is bad etiquette to have the light. I don't mind these F3 structures. I can usually hold on to the king side okay. Let's play for b4. e4 a threat? It's kind of a threat. I'll try to get some counterplay against c6. But I do really have to worry about e4. Especially if they take on b1 and I have the undefended rook on b1. So I guess I'll play rook b8. And maybe queen c6. Try to defend this way. Okay. I can play rook f2. If rook b2, I assume I have some kind of queen e8, queen e6 type thing. Okay, let's get the bishop active, or relatively active. I think I want queens on. I think at this point their king is not so good. Okay, maybe not. Try to play d6 at some point. Huh, they think their pawns are just going to roll. They have a point. Okay, try to come to b8, get behind the pawns, especially that c pawn. Ooh, they're just letting me take it. Now this should be comfortable. I should not be able to blow this now. I come to c6, make it so their king cannot enter the game. Now my king is their pawn under control. I should have got my h-pawn on a light square. Alright, well, now I have. I guess get my pawn to h6. Nope, don't want to pre-move that because they might play g4. But alright. One game to the good. Trying to get back to 2500. Right. Knight f6, Caro-Kann. Try to play bishop d6. Castles. Queen e2 is a good move. Alright, they know their theory. Try to trade a pair of bishops to fix my pawns. They declined for good reason. They cannot take on h7 because g6 traps their bishop. They have a slightly better endgame. I mean, can't deny that. My pawn structure is slightly weakened, but I think only slightly. I'm going to play bishop c7, try to play knight c5 next turn, if they let me. They did not. Let's play h5, gain some space, maybe play g5, pretend I'm doing something active instead of just like making more weaknesses. Knight e4 is an interesting idea from them. Knight d2 to e4. That makes sense. Can I play bishop f5 or do I blunder some trick? I think I can, and try to drop the bishop back to g6. Knight c5, bishop d3. I guess at this point knight e5 looks helpful. Right? They have the d5 square, which is certainly a win for them. Now maybe they don't, though. If I can play a quick like king f5 to e4, maybe I get my king active enough that the endgame is not just clearly worse for me. It's a good king, isn't it? Alright, I can't actually approach anything. So let's keep all my pieces on safe squares and try to get behind the pawns. I have anything cool? Nope, but I should play faster. Let's chase the pawns. Yeah. Alright, 2 for 2. Only 32 points out. Comeback is on. I hope. That session was dark. Alright, gonna play some Englishes just because They're what I feel most comfortable in right now, and I can play them the fastest. Alright, I was hoping to get, actually, when I saw bishop c5, I thought there was a line we might get that I watched a game played by some GM and that showed me stuff I didn't know. And I was excited to see it. I'm going to play d5 and try to deny their knight squares. I guess they swung it around fast enough. But my knight on d4 seems like a pretty good knight. I'm going to play rook e1. Interesting move. I'm going to try not to improve their pawn structure. Try to keep the e-file. Fair enough. Maybe I should have proceeded that with h3. Queen e8, I think I'll take it and say a little more space in this endgame. Probably I should be trying to push c5. And then going for the a-pawn. c6. How do they keep... Ooh, they should not have let me get that so easily. Ooh, I should have played bishop a6 and prevented their king coming over. Now my king's going to swing the other way. But I don't want to lose this pawn to do it. But now my king can come to f5. Shouldn't have brought the bishop out this way. I'm going to come back to g3 and play h4. Try to make progress this way. Okay, don't want to stalemate them. So slow every game. I wish I had stalemated them now, of course. Ah, ridiculous. Okay, okay. Played a reasonable game, got a nice position. Sure, I blundered c6 here, but what you gonna do? It's never like that pawn's gonna be all that secure. Play knight e5 next, I think. Go for d3 or f3. Looks like a nice square. Ooh, blunder. Got a fork. I think they should have tried to, if they could, I don't know if they could, tried to keep their queen controlling d3, so maybe the knight would be trapped at the end. I can take a1. Oops, nope, no. Alright, they did resign that. Good. Okay, got those points back. I think this is a decent matchup for me. Like, favorable. Like, I should be able to gain some rating here. I think they shouldn't really be allowing this bishop g5, though I didn't get much last time, and I can't claim like this is a ton this time either. I claim the e-file is what matters most, and that I'm not too concerned with my bishop. My knight is better outposts than theirs. For instance. Let's keep poking. Make sure that pawn's not loose. Can I say I control the e-file? Is that a reasonable thing to claim? I don't ever have queen e8 though. So maybe not. On rook e6 I'm going to play queen d3 check. I still think I want to pin it. Now I threaten knight f4. I am lucky I did not just blunder the game away. Very lucky. I deserve to lose that move. I can't play king e4 because of knight c5. So not entirely sure how to play this. Maybe I want to push b4 and a5. They're slowing down too. It's hard to find a move for them. play f5. Try to play king f4. Oh, that's not where I want my rook. Humorous blunders occurring. Yeah, and too slow. Okay, again, got a nice position, handled it really slowly. Let's play a Kara. Go for the knight f6 line. This, I think e5 is a nice move. Knight g4 forks f2 and e5. I'll just take an e5. Knight d7, I think e6 might annoy my pawn structure a bit. Gonna come back to g4. Where's your bishop going? And this is, of course, why my rating has collapsed. Because I just keep blundering pieces in one move. Oh dear. Alright, gonna try to go grab something on f2. Bishop b5, like, almost checkmate. Wow. Yeah. Oops. I should resign. This is miserable at best. Let's chase. I'm hitting h4. We got a threat. Alright, let's chase the bishop. Take h4. No fear. I have a file. Nope, no I don't. Alright. Got an active king. Got a file again. I won't have it long, but I had it temporarily. I got my bishop trapped. Genius. I can resign. Alright. Let's face someone new. When you're tilting, I think switching up your opponent can sometimes help. And I have had a rough day of Lichess. Right. I did say I was going to play c4, so I have promptly broken that. I do like the advanced French, though. Gonna play... Let's play a3. Look for b4. Okay. They are a crazier attacker than I am. That's good to see. I should probably defend d4 at some point. Yeah. Bound to happen. If rook c8, knight b5, I think. Queen f3. Blundering everything. Luckily. Very lucky. Maybe... No, it doesn't matter. Guess I gotta defend that. Knight d4. Cannot see one move. Never have I seen one move ahead. Trying to play rook c7. Okay. Suppose that did stop me. Fair point. Clever. Alright, I can resign this one too. Wow. Alright, I think I gotta play without recording if I'm gonna gain rating back. So, but let's keep it going. Just gotta go fast. Let's play a quick e5. If they play bishop e2 or bishop b5, I think I'll just retreat the knight. Can't pre-move because my bishop on f5 is a little loose. I'll just take that and try to castle. Alright, gonna keep my bishops. Centralize the pieces. Probably knight g6. Maybe knight d5 or knight e4. Hit that bishop. Maybe come to b4 sometimes, depending on how they handle this. Alright, I will take off their bishop, pin their knight. This is the lowest rated I've been in a long time. Not doing well. Swap a pair of rooks. Still want to swap that pair of rooks. Nope. What did I just click? Luckily they didn't move yet. Not threatening queen d1. Maybe bishop d5. Maybe just g6. My king is quite safe on d7, g7. Threatening to take b2, should have taken it. Now the pawn just runs though. Check. Check. Probably queen e5. Force the queens off. And then bishop f5 is threatened. So I'd probably have to play something like g4. Then I have bishop a2. So bishop a2 is the better way to do it. Alright. Won a game. Miracle. Alright. Gonna keep going recorded. The tilt's real though. Chicken Dinner, strong opponent. They beat me the one time we played. I'm gonna go for a Botvinnik structure. Quick knight d4. I think the knight's pretty good there. And then a quick f5, I think. Do I want to castle into it? No, let's just... They can play queen g7 and win a pawn, but I feel like I'm now threatening rook h8, so they have to play something like queen h6, I thought. Maybe they get out this way too? If so, fair enough. I will chase for a little. Maybe take on a2, start threatening like queen c6, queen c7. So if queen c7 takes... What's going on? I don't know. Might like to play bishop b3 at some point. Knight f5 seems like I can start activating the knight. Maybe come to d4. I think this position is very good, but it's also complicated. I would like to play rook f2. Knight b3 is checkmate. Okay. Yeah. Well avoided by my opponent. I should have taken g2. Oh no, my rook was hanging. So I lucked into this. I'll take on h2. They were threatening queen f2 and rook e8. Gotta go faster. As ever. Alright, got there. Okay, good win against a good player. Might have been a little suspicious at points. Okay, I'll trade. Try to control d5. Maybe swing the other bishop to... they have knight e4 probably. Yeah. On knight e4, I can take knight and then play like bishop g5 maybe after they take on a1. So I think I survived that. Now I definitely have time to... Should have a slight advantage here. You know, one of the ones the computer gets real excited about, but is, you know, more fairly said. A slight advantage. Hard to do a ton with, but... The d5 pawn looks weak. So c6. I was hoping I'd have something clever. Didn't find it though. Knight e3. Okay, knight f2 is not a problem. I don't think. Maybe my knight's coming to e5 now. Nope. Didn't want that, obviously. Alright. I'm attacking something, so I'm not going to resign this turn. But definitely was defensible to resign immediately. Got everything under control, at least for the moment. Perhaps not. Try to play King of 1 and Rook e2. Terrible idea. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Well played. So currently in my comeback, I am down something like 10 rating points. So not quite yet coming back to 25, but we'll take that, gain some time. Maybe get a little space in the center. Prevent bishop g4 at an annoying moment. Let's keep this bishop on for now. I was hoping f4 was a little risky for them. I feel like queen e5 is right, though I can't say why. About bishop f5. Sort of control e4, threaten bishop g6. I think they should play bishop e4. That looks best to me. About bishop g6 now. Sort of disconnect their pieces. Maybe rook d4, queen g7 coming. Did I just blunder this? Yes, I did. Alright, they get the exchange back, and more, probably. But maybe I get into e2 at the end, if they're kind. They are not. Okay. Maybe get into b2. Alright, well, that's... yeah, they want a piece. Fair enough, let's play someone new. I think this is going to be my last one, and going to try to regain the rating off stream, because this is not going well. It's been a tough day. Tough day indeed. If they try to win a pawn, I have queen d4 at the end. They did. So we go into a, equalish endgame. Maybe they should make sure I don't get the two bishops with knight h4 and knight e5. I'll start trying to prevent those moves. Okay, now they can't. That's nice. Ah, they found a different way to. Okay. Now their pawns are a little screwed up, and my pawns have been fixed. Try to bring my king to d6. Then contest the e-file. I think my bishop should be a little better than their knight. But I might not be able to keep it. I was hoping my pawns are better than theirs, but now I don't think that is the case. Right, let's keep the bishop. Keep their pawns on light squares. Maybe play for c4. Okay, try to keep all the pawns together. Push for c4. My pawns are good, I think. b3. No, I don't have anything cool that I see. I might have, but c3. Then king f3. Have I snuck in? Nope, they had a knight e5 working Bishop and king there. Let's try to get as many passers as I can. Start pushing. That's the wrong way to go for me. Should have just played bishop d3 check and then queened. Okay. Oh. Okay. Gotta win! And I think I'm going to call it there and try to recover to 2500 on my own. Cheers!